Let's move on then and talk about a game at the top of the table, Manchester United against Liverpool. Adam sent us a message saying it was a complete and utter masterclass from Mourinho. He outdid Klopp today on every level. As someone who grew up as the student of total football, what do you think of José's approach to football?
It's allowed now. Nobody says he
can
absolutely.
Do it.
So, yeah, and he gets his result, and he did the same against Ajax in the European Cup final. They didn't have a chance against Ajax didn't have a chance against Manchester United, and he had 2 shots on goal, and he get his result. So you have to also get respect for him to get those results. It's not my kind of play, and maybe for a lot of people also that don't like it. But at the end, the majority will be happy with the result.
We're good at writing off José Mourinho and criticising his approach, and then he goes and does something like today.
Oh no, you can't criticise him too much, because the record that he's done in every country that he's been to, it's not just one country. But the Italians used to do that back in the day all the time. That's how they played, every club, and they won a World Cup doing that, actually in '82. So it's effective. But like Frank, it's not what I want to see. It's not what I want my team to do. It's not how I want to watch football.
You want to win games of football there if you're a United fan.
Yeah, exactly. But there is a little bit of entertainment there. But whilst they're winning, Manchester United fans will put up with it. But the style of Man United, all those many years, great teams, great individuals, if it if he keeps winning trophies, he's going to be okay. But if it doesn't go that way,
that's the first.
you see them turn.
Yeah, that's always like that.
It was a clash of styles, wasn't it, today? And I think Liverpool have conceded something like 20 goals this season against the other top 6 clubs when they've played them. United have conceded 7, and it was a typical Mourinho smash and grab. Lukaku bullying Lovren, Rashford a couple of superb goals, and then he shut up shop. And in these big games, it's all very well saying, well, we want to be open and entertain our fans, but it's about 3 points today. Big clash, and they came out on top.
The Man United way have got in touch. They've said anyone questioning José Mourinho should bury their heads in the sand. Wins against Chelsea and Liverpool in a week should silence those doubting his ability to outthink opposition managers. Let's hear actually from a couple of the fans. Adam McCullough, who's with the full-time Devils, I imagine he's happy. And Drifty, probably not so much.
Look, we bossed Man United. Their second goal was lucky. They tried to target Trent. It worked to a degree, I guess, but overall, we were a much better team. And I'm proud of my boys today. I am. Let's march on. We've got to hope Tottenham drop points. We've got to hope Chelsea drop points. I think second is gone now. Man United, you are so lucky. Woo! You are so lucky.
United in the second half, we sat off them a little bit. We invited them onto us, and they got a goal for Rayi, but we held on in the end and got 3 crucial points, crucial wins against Chelsea, crucial wins against Liverpool, Crystal Palace. We've got that winning mentality back after a blip over Newcastle and Tottenham away. We need to keep it going now, Manchester United. We need to keep it going into the Sevilla game and after that, but it feels like top 4 is wrapped up at least.
And he's happy. Trent Alexander-Arnold actually went to social media afterwards. He had a comment to make, and his comment is coming up now. What did he say? I just want to apologise to all the fans. The support today was amazing. Our performance was not good enough to get the result we wanted. We will learn from this and we'll come back stronger. I want to talk about Marcus Rashford, though. Those 2 goals, brilliant from him. He's given José Mourinho something to think about, hasn't he?
He certainly has. And I'm delighted he has, as an Englishman. An English young player with the talent that he's got, you want him playing in every big game you can play.
Would you take him to the World Cup?
Oh, without a doubt. I think he's already there. If he doesn't kick another ball all season, I think Gareth will take him.
No, but it's a pity that the manager is Mourinho, because normally, what Glenn already said, he's an English player. You want him to give him time, and he can make mistakes, but Mourinho is not like that. He wants to get results, and if he has like 1 or 2 not good games, he puts him out. And he's a player. He's very young. He's, how old is he? 20 something like
20, 21.
21. And yeah, he needs games, but he's so talented, and you want to see this player every week. You want to see him play.
Are you surprised he doesn't start more for United?
Yeah, I do. I think he's learning that rollout on the left-hand side as well. He tracks back. You know, that's the problem you get. Those players, Hazard had to change the shape for Hazard because he was playing like left-back in the end. And sometimes he has to go back and play almost like a left-back. But he's doing that, and he's learning when to be back there defending, when to half, not cheat, but be a bit clever because the ball's not ready to come out there, and then he breaks. He's got that pace to break. If a manager could allow him to play that a little bit more, you'd see him be even better. But I think he's always got to be goal side with a Mourinho team. Goal side, goal side. There's times when that player can track back, but just give himself, with the pace he's got as well, play a bit cuter. He'll do that as he gets more experience, as he gets older and a bit more in the team. It's not cheating, it's being a bit shrewd. But at the moment, he's having to track back and he's having to get up there and do that stuff. And it's a lot for a young player to develop, him as a talent, because he's got pace, he's got finishing.
Because and they bought Sanchez now, so it's not good for his development right now, because you have Lukaku, you have Sanchez, you have Mata, Lingard, you have Martial. So for his position, it's not good, because he's still young. And if this kind of players have to play for me every week, and that's the advantage when you play like at Ajax, we will play in like 30, 40 games. And
that's a great point, because in Ajax they will develop them at 19. They're going to make mistakes at that age, but you're making mistakes, you learn quickly, and they actually become players at 24, when really in England you have to get to 28 and be in your peak. They get to their peak quicker.
But they're different clubs, aren't they? Different models.
Sure,
Ajax
of course, that's different. But still, Ajax have to deliver.
What's the reaction though in the press and from the fans if you play a youngster at Ajax and they're a bit hot and cold, they don't always perform, and you stick with them?
No, but it's our lifeline. It's the lifeline of Ajax, and every supporter or fan, supports that. That's for sure, because they know, hey, this is how we did it from the 70s until now.
Well, you have to say it's a stroke of genius putting him in today. And the other player who's really starting to impress me is Lukaku. He's labelled a flat track bully. Very impressive against Chelsea. And again today, crucial. Key moments, crucial.
OK, a few tweets just coming in. Saeed, evening. He says De Boer is spot on. It's called tactics. You have to get the best out of your team. And let's not forget, of course, Manchester United is still a team in transition. And Rich has dropped us a note saying Manchester United played well today. It shouldn't be forgotten. It's more and more progress since Fergie left. Thanks.